everyone at work can turn their volume down.
Hello and welcome to Sonarfeed episode 02, the redo of the first 20 minutes. Yes, we had a little bit of an accident last night when we were recording. We decided not to record the pregame show, which was a mistake on my part. Then I didn't hit record when we actually started the actual show. So we have gathered together here at the lunch hour, to redo the broadcast. You can see I'm Aaron Riley at Sonar Riley. Over here in the other window,
Adam C. Smith.
That way, there you go. We have Adam C. Smith and Lee Rayall also doing the broadcast via Skype. So we're trying out this Vid Blaster new software here that is allowing us to do this. Ignore the trial. If we like it and it works, we will buy it and have it looking good for future. Now we're doing the Brady Bunch stuff. Is that what we're doing?
Well, it's above my head.
So.
I don't know which way to look.
Yeah, I don't either.
Wait, hang on. That guy.
Yeah, that guy. So last night we had no Adam Smith, so he's joining us graciously this morning. He had another engagement, which we'll talk about in the future. But it was a good show last night. We had lots of good viewers. Unfortunately, like I said, other than my error of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebroadcast, retype. How about redo the first 20 minutes talking about Sounders. So, do you guys have anything you want to add before we start?
Throw out there, because the warning's gone. This is a not safe for work episode.
Yes.
There will be some cussing, so if you were in and out,
I will swear in heaven.
please put your headphones on. If you're around small children, please cover your earmuffs. Yeah, just like Adam there. And just keep that in mind. So we'll go ahead and kick it off tonight with Erin talking about Sonarfeed on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So we, as you guys know, you're watching this on Ustream. Most likely, if you're watching live, which right now no one's watching live, as it's lunch hour. But those that you watched last night, watch on Ustream, Sonar Riley channel. We also have the Sonarfeed on YouTube. And Lee last night did a link over to iTunes, sent over everything. So in theory, in a week or so, we'll have everything live on iTunes as well. There's also a fourth one I did not mention last night, so this is the good thing of a redo of a show. Rats.org, RATSS.org. We'll also have all of them there, I believe. They do right now, and we will be putting there. We're also working on getting some more writing happening on Rats.org, so you can have some more good information on Sounders, and another source of good stuff for Sounders.
Content.
Absolutely.
Yes, heart and soul.
Yep.
Heart and soul.
But you don't want to replace any of your current Sounders sources.
No. Oh, gosh, no. We are here as a supplement. Yes, a complimentary. Yes.
We're here for humor.
If
Yes.
anything, we reinterpret the brilliance of other writers who will go and name in our own goofy, drunken ways sometimes.
Yes.
Probably. But the writers actually have passion and
Yep.
have a different style than
Exactly.
you find on other sites anyway.
At least I know myself, there's never enough sources of information, so I'm always looking for more. So we're glad to help if we can add a few things there. All right.
And we always want to hear people's points of views too. Even if you'd like to write something, if you're already on Rats, you can post it anytime you want. And if you want to, we'll be happy to retweet or whatever. But anyway, yeah, we love all different views on people, like maybe certain players on the Sounders.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Good.
And also, just so we'll throw it out there, I don't think we actually have it on our list, or maybe we'll find it. One of the things that we'd like to be doing here in the near future, starting next week, is we'd like to have Rats actually giving us profile information, so we kind of give Rat shout-outs to those that are with us, those that are enjoying the show. I know next week we're trying to get in a special guest who is a Rats member, who is also on the Twitter machine.
Yep.
And, so keep that in mind. And also, starting next week, starting after this show, we'll actually start broadcasting. We do have a new voicemail line, so you can actually call in and leave us voicemails on the old telephone machine.
Yes.
yell at us, scream at us, provide us feedback, ask questions.
I expect abuse, but we welcome other.
So if we get some good ones, we will actually record them and bring them into the show so you guys can hear the audio. If we get good ones, if not, if you want to be anonymous, you're more than welcome to do that. We just want to have fun with it, so keep that in mind.
Yep.
And if you are going to be abusive, be creative, please.
Yes.
Just call me cornhole and hang up. That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, that was 18 of the calls last night was for me saying that.
Oh.
Just.
How did you get 18 phone numbers to call from? They were all anonymous and blocked.
I'm pretty good about that kind of stuff. Do we want to go ahead and give out the number now while we're doing it?
Yeah. Do you guys have the number?
I do. It's 425-390-4365. So one more time, 425-390-4365. All right. So with that said, let's jump over and start chatting about Roger Levesque and kind of the end of the Roger Levesque era. Adam, you weren't here last night. You want to go ahead and lead us off with a little bit of your thoughts on Levesque, the match, etc.?
Yeah. I was more overcome with emotion than I thought I would be.
Yep.
Being at the game, and I was a little disappointed for like the few amount of minutes he got. I thought there'd be more Levesque-ness to his final game. I mean, the fans and everyone, and Galazzo was handing out signs and everything was great. But I was, I really was surprised. I know the ladies love Levesque. I didn't realize how much I like him on our team, and so it's I think he got a great send off, and I'm just glad he's been a Sounder.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Adam. Absolutely could not agree more. The game itself was a game of whatever. Having Chelsea, the crowd was amazing. I loved that. That was, it almost brought a tear to my eye having him. Just like when Zakawani entered later in the game, and when Zakawani came in, obviously against Colorado a couple weeks ago, it just, that emotion is just so great to have him on the team. Lee, any thoughts from you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I wish we would have seen more Roger during the game. I think I know he's not necessarily 90-minute fit right now, but being that it was a testimonial game, I wish we could have seen him at least come in at the 45-minute mark and at least try to make a presence. It was nice having him out in the field. He did get a rave review when he came on the field, and it was much like everything else Sounders culture-wise. It was great to see him walk around the stadium and give props to everybody who was there, giving him props for everything he's done. So, I mean, I will say, seeing Roger and Nate Jaqua in Portland, doing the tree fall, probably one of my greatest Roger moments. I know that Erin is big on the scuba. Yeah,
I like the scuba. I do.
But I think the chop. I think it's the chop, and it's just a Sounders moment. I mean, it's cool. It's awesome that it's Levesque, but I mean, any Sounder that did that, that's a Sounder moment. It's a Levesque moment, but it's also an all-time Sounders moment.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, can we bring in the Erin? Can we bring in the Fame Machine video?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and do that right now, and we will come back and talk a little bit more about Levesque. I have some other memories I want to talk about real quick, but here we go.
Levesque, he's a wild card in the Sounders deck. Whitecaps beware, Timbers beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Have you heard what Siggy says and the ladies dish? Roger dodges down for each and every position.
On a floating yoga board, he patrols the sound, holding downward facing dog, just cruising around.
Sir Roger Dodge, man about town. Women love his shag, both the verb and the noun.
He'll make a pirate face
and score us a brace. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Levesque, captaining his yacht from the hot tub deck. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Boo him when he scores so fast. Even Timber Joey would kill for that stash.
His beard's got a stash, and that stash got a beard.
He's loved and feared, loved and feared. Ooh,
He loves timbers, but not the Portland Timbers. 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 Smarter than a raptor, he does crosswords in pen. His hugs are so great, they rate a 12 out of 10.
Eats bullets for food and drinks tears for wine. He wears a goatee in every timeline. Levesque, once bit a twilight in his fucking neck. NPOs beware, causes beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Wait, he's joining a non-profit?
The Levesque and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Don't his hugs already cure all known diseases?
Too profitable.
All right, there you go, guys. I believe we may have had some volume issues. I apologize. I will play with that. I don't know.
With a trial thing.
Isn't that what you guys said? You guys had some issues with the volume? Did you guys say that? Anyways, okay.
Well, we had issues with the volume, but we don't know what the feed actually did.
I don't know either, so we'll find out.
Well, I did go to the. I'm watching the feed right now, but I had it muted, and I turned it up all the way, and it still was as quiet. So I don't know.
Okay. So we'll have to figure that out. Sorry about that, but we'll also post a link to it again. And maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just when I do the edit, I'll just pop it in the video into the feed. That'll be easy enough.
Is that a super science card behind you?
It sure is. Right here? Yes. Yep, that's my Super Saiyan scarf. Okay, so that was the video from Pain Machine. Obviously, that thing is absolutely wonderful. Love it. Love it, love it. Can't say enough about it. And so anyways, we'll figure out this streaming thing here as we go forward. My thoughts are that with Roger, I remember, I have not been a soccer fan my whole life. I'm a relatively new convert. Been an MLS Sounders season ticket holder since day one. Become a nut about the game. But when Roger, so I didn't know all the history. I've gone back and read about it more now, of course, over the years. But Roger, for me, the first year he was with the MLS Sounders, porn star mustache guy, for lack of a better term. And I remember when he shaved it, went into kind of a slump. All I could think of was like, grow the porn star mustache back, please, please, please. So of course his facial hair is always a wonderful thing to deal with. So we love that.
It was him, it became him, and he should stick with it.
Love that.
100% agree.
Are you drinking beer or iced tea?
No, it's iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to really relive the moment.
No,
from last
that's
night.
ice in there. I don't usually put ice in my beer.
I was just checking.
Yeah,
Some
no.
people have little proclivities.
Nope.
I don't want to judge.
I've only had beer with you guys basically in the last few weeks, so.
Yeah. Just in case anyone's wondering why the show's probably not as good as normal, if you're wondering, it's because probably we're not a little bit on the yak.
If it's better, you mean, or if it's worse?
Well, depending.
Yeah, okay.
Any fluctuation in quality, blame it on the non-alcoholic afternoon.
There you go. Absolutely.
So rolling right into the whole Levesque thing, we need to talk quickly about the actual game
Yes.
that he played in, the 4-2 defeat to Chelsea.
Yes.
Montero looked really solid. Looked like he was trying to get a contract in England again.
Yep. Yes, it did.
Boy.
I think the first half was misinterpretive of how the Sounders really play. I think there was a couple defensive gaps. And God, that kid from freaking Chelsea, that 19-year-old, what was his name? Luka Lakarovic.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, he had some tearaways, man. He was
Beautiful.
just stretching down the wing, just running. I mean, oh man, there was no way Jeff Park was going to catch him.
He was super fast. In a little bit of defense of our defense, the grass. It didn't occur to me until a few times, but oftentimes our defenders were, trying to hang in there with someone. Maybe they would have never hung in the best of terms, but they were sliding on that grass. Jeff Park, there were divots, 5 feet long when he was trying to, cut and make. And who knows? We'll never know, but. In their defense, I just want to throw that out there.
The grass did suck. I mean, there was a ton of seams in there. You could see people from both sides falling.
Absolutely.
And I could tell that they had their good spikes on. So.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That was.
I couldn't see close enough, so I was wondering if maybe. I mean, Chelsea great team. But I was wondering if the Sounders did have their deepest spikes on.
That's what I wondered too, because at first Jeff Park slipped to let the goal in. I thought, oh God, they got it wrong, and then he fell again a minute later, and then 3 more people fell. I'm like, only Sounders. Granted, by the end, Chelsea was slipping too, but I don't know. Back to we talked a little bit about this at the end of the show. The train wreck that was the grass. I mean, I'm not a fan of the grass at all.
Right, and I know I've read some things on Sounder at Heart about and just other places about the whole idea of friendlies and rethinking it again.
Yep.
The first year we had 3, and there was the backlash from the season ticket holders and fans, and the front office reacted, and they got us one friendly, and they demanded grass, and I'm starting to wonder whether the cost is worth it, and whether we really want to burn our players on again trophies.
Yeah, I don't want to do any more friendlies personally. I mean, I enjoy it for the kids a little bit, and maybe when they get older it'd be fun to have some again, but in general, I'm not really a big fan of it going forward. I'd rather they put
season or postseason or
right.
off season, but not in the middle. Especially when we're in 3 competitions.
Exactly. I'd rather have us be. Yeah, I'd rather see us have the opportunity to bundle the CCL games or USO Open Cup games or something like that, where it becomes. Although I'd hate to move the US Open Cup games from Starfire because that's such an amazing early round success. But. That would be my preference.
Don't move my Open Cup games. I will put hurting on somebody.
Yeah. No, I think we're all in agreement.
I agree. One of the things that kills me, and I'll go ahead and throw it out there, and this is what ticks me off, is I'm tired of seeing the same damn teams all the time. If we have to do this, the front office is going to force us to do this.
Yeah.
Let's bring in some teams from Germany. Let's bring in some teams from Austria. Let's bring in some teams from Italy. Let's bring in some teams from
Spain,
Poland, from Russia, from Spain, from
Colombia.
Yeah.
That's the thing I like best about the CONCACAF tournament are in the first couple of years that we've been in are seeing teams that I'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing. I get having the best team in the world right now. That's amazing. That's great.
Yes.
But Chelsea's been here. We don't need to see them every 3 years or 2 years or whatever. I'm really interested in seeing different styles, like Lee was saying, different countries. Stuff that I'm not going to see.
The problem.
I can see Chelsea on TV any day of the week.
The problem there is their concern, I think, is how many people are actually going to show up to those games.
Oh yeah.
So I agree with you.
If it would have been a Bayern Munich game,
it probably would have been high.
Yeah.
If it would have been, we've seen numbers for Barca, we've seen numbers for Real Madrid, we've seen Boca Juniors actually had a really good turnout when we did a friendly with them a couple years back.
Yep.
Celtic.
Celtic, God, if I have to see them play us again, I'll just scream. But it's like, okay. I would have liked to have seen the opposite of that. And I'm not a Rangers fan personally, but I would have rather have seen Rangers come over,
right,
play us. But anyway, that's enough rants on the trophies versus friendlies. I think we all
split off the Chelsea the train on the griping about friendlies, but I think that's a natural course.
Yep.
Yes, I think we're all on board with the trophies not friendlies bandwagon.
Yep.
So
if you disagree with us, call into our phone line and criticize us creatively, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I think at this point we are back to the point where I did not record last night, and so what you're going to notice here is a very odd transition between between the current thing you're watching and then the rest of the show. It's a good show. Stick around. You'll enjoy it. Thank you, Adam.
A lot better than this.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot better than this.
Lee, Adam, thank you very much for agreeing to your lunch hour to spend with us here to get this going.
Thank you for rocking this
Absolutely.
conference, new software. You're doing a good job. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. So I'm going to go back and watch this again to make sure it looks good. But thank you all for watching. And I'm going to sign off with our other sign off here momentarily here. And thank you all.
So anyway,
Okay. Alrighty.
Adam is not banned from Rats Brasbit.
Yeah, not yet. We're going to give him a break this time.
He's close
Just this time. Alright, so moving right along. We wanted to touch briefly on two of our Cascadia rivals. Portland has been in an absolute tailspin. They are.
Yeah, we call it the MLS season.
Ooh, nice. Very good. Thank you. Very good. They are the last 3 matches. They've scored a total of 3 goals.
3 goals
versus 11.
Yeah.
11. So
yeah,
we don't want to spend too much time on them because they're Portland. But what? I mean, I don't know what else could go wrong down there at this point.
Well, I'm going to just throw it out there. It's like you can say a lot about a club and about how great a coach is or how bad a coach is, but you can't sit there and fire a coach and have an interim coach that does twice as bad as the coach you fired.
Yes.
That's showing you don't have just coaching issues. You have locker room issues. You have issues all the way through the entire management scheme, all the way down to your locker room and your players.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. I hope they get better. I know they're going to try hard when they play us in the Cascadia Cup because it's all they have left. I mean, there's no way they can salvage this season, so God bless them.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's jump real quick to
Vancouver. You want to talk about Vancouver for a moment?
While we're on Cascadia, let me talk about Vancouver real quick. Vancouver yesterday pulled out a 2-1 win against our favorite San Jose, which is awesome. The reason this is awesome is because, it means that we're not that far behind Vancouver. We're only 2 points behind Vancouver. But it also gives us a chance in the next round to actually push up and to catch San Jose in the Supporters Shield.
Yep.
So this is all good news.
Yep.
Funny thing is San Jose lost due to a PK.
Yes.
Which makes it even funnier.
Which, everybody knows, especially if you watch my Sonarfeed. I do not like Steven Leonard at all. As I called him Sideshow Bob. I called him SpongeBob a couple times by accident. But I think that Chris Wondolowski actually is more of a hate. I have more hatred for him now. He cries and whines and complains about every little thing, ever.
But he's got good hair.
Ooh, Chris Wondolowski?
Yeah, he's got decent hair.
I like SpongeBob's hair better.
Really?
Or Sideshow Bob's hair better.
You know who has? We'll talk about this in a second. David Luiz has hair like SpongeBob.
He does. Yes, he does. Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway,
we have 2 comments here. LA is coming on though, which is a great point. That LA is winning. They're one of the hot 5 teams in the league right now.
No, David Beckham and Robbie Keane are coming on right now.
Yes, and then supposedly Donovan's feeling better, and he's supposedly coming back.
Yeah, he actually looked really good on. He looked really good.
I watched very little soccer this weekend, I will say.
I watched a lot of soccer for multiple reasons.
Very little.
I will say back to the Vancouver game.
Yep.
Dane Richards, pickup from New York. Latu got traded to New York for Dane Richards.
Yep.
Both of them, Latu and Dane Richards, score in their first home games on the team. Phenomenal.
Yep.
I think it's a good move for Dane Richards. I didn't like him in New York just because of all the big names. I think he's a great player with a lot of skill, MLS-wise. I don't know if he'd be able to handle it in other leagues, but he's a great MLS player, so good luck to him. Great adds to the Cascadia rivalry.
Yep.
But, of course, that changes the dynamic of the Cascadia rivalry because Vancouver traded Hasley to Toronto this week.
Which I didn't understand that one either, but I don't know. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It is what it is. So
it is.
But anyway,
so while we're on this topic real quick, before we move on.
Sure.
It brings it up into trade talk, and this is a good segue anyways, before you go to your friendly topic.
Oh, yeah.
So lots of trade talk, and today Twitter, obviously, other than the Ichiro news, was really talking about if we don't make a move with all the moves that New York's making, they're getting Tim Cahill, they already got Seba Latu back, etc.
That Tim Cahill trade, where the fuck did that come from?
I don't fucking know. I don't have a clue.
That pisses me off. I like Timmy Cahill.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually, he's kissed my wife and whatnot, believe it or not.
That's funny. But in general, my feeling is, yes, if we make some trades, we make the team better, great. But the team went through a really rough streak. It feels like the team is coming together, and we're actually playing good. So I'm not really that worried if we don't make a trade right now. I'd rather not make a trade just because everybody else is doing it, and make a trade because we actually want to do something. Feelings?
I don't think, as much as nobody wants to hear this, we've gone through our depth chart, and we need somebody.
Well, okay, but
we need
have
somebody.
we really, though?
we need somebody in Brad Evans' position. We need somebody in the midfield and the center. I mean,
Yeah.
either that or we need to put Morrow in the center and move somebody to the wing.
In theory, coming back from this break, we're going to be the healthiest we're going to be all year,
Yeah.
or since the beginning of the year.
Okay, I'll buy that, but we're missing a couple spots. Johansson's back. I like him.
Yep.
We have the Gonzalez / Birch trade off now, which is what it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The one position we saw Brad Evans come off at the end off the field
Yeah.
at the end of the Chelsea game. That's to me. I know everybody's going to sit there and criticize me, and I will say this: the Sounders win games when Brad Evans is on the field. But Brad Evans is not that big of a contributor.
Right.
But he's a talisman. He's a good luck charm for the Sounders.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I mean, I agree. I think that's one of the trade possibilities is that we get that Tiffert, whatever, the German guy, and or Verdue, and
Verdue, I think would be an awesome choice.
Well, I think Verdue would be great. I mean, there's a good question here from Daniil saying, box to box Evans or an untested Verdue. What would you, for the rest of the year? What would you rather have?
Man,
it's a good question. I mean, to me,
I'm superstitious, so I mean, the thing is like I said, I am not the hugest Brad Evans fan. In fact, I'm probably his biggest fan detractor. But I've come to realize there's something about him on the field that works. So I can't go with it.
Yeah.
Verdue to me is a Mauro Rosales. He's a utility player in La Liga right now, as a central attacking midfielder who is not a big, huge name, has a lot of potential.
Yes.
He's a lot younger than Mauro.
Yes.
He can actually bring a lot to the league. So from an MLS perspective, Verdue makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He's a great, much like Freddie was a great DP signing when we did it.
Yes.
Nobody understood why.
Right.
Verdue is that same signing.
Right. Well, and again, I think Verdue is going to be that dream pickup, as you said here, that otherwise, who's going to contribute right away? I think if Verdue could contribute probably close to right away.
I think Tiffert could I think Tiffert could
I don't know enough about Tiffert. I'm still up in the air because I don't know enough about him. So, all right. So with that said, you want to move on to your U.S. We'll come back to more of this at the end here. We can talk more about the Q&A. You want to go on to your...
so let's quickly talk about Terrence Boyd. I don't know if anybody watched the last couple of U.S. men's national team games. Terrence Boyd got his first cap in the last game we played. He's a player, of course. Jurgensen picked him up. He's been playing in Germany primarily, but he's never played a professional game. He's only been playing amateur. He got picked up. He got signed by Wien Rapid. That would be the Austrian team. Vienna Rapid for you English folk. Who happens? I was going to wear my Wien Rapid jersey today, but I chose not to. They're my favorite Austrian team. He came in, his first game, had a brace. His first goal, which was the second goal of the game, was in the 4th minute. Just came out and just whomped all over the team. It was the Austrian Open first game of the season. So, kid to watch out for with Jamaica coming up. It could be a good pickup if we get him. Okay. So, who knows? Young kids, I know that we don't talk a lot about Austrian football.
No.
We don't talk a lot about German football.
No.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it's not on my sheet notes. But Eintracht Frankfurt this weekend crushed an Austrian team.
Oh, yeah.
10-0.
Yeah.
I am so looking forward to Eintracht Frankfurt being back in the Bundesliga 1.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
That would be good. That would be very good.
It'll be really good, even though your team is not in the Bundesliga 1 this year.
No, Cologne FC, or Köln, as they say in Germany, is no longer in the Bundesliga 1. They, in a near riot, they lost and have dropped down. Although when I was there for the month of May for a trade show, I was adopted into the Dortmund group by the locals.
Nice.
So,
did you get yourself a yellow and black scarf?
I have it hanging up in my room.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Yep.
Oh, I can fight you now.
Oh, wow, really?
Like,
are they rivals?
No.
Oh. Why would we fight then?
Well, just because.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that anyways. We always do that.
So
all right, do you want to talk about friendlies?
Yeah, I'm going to just talk about friendlies real quick. I've got a lot of stats and statistics here. I'm not going to go through them.
You're not gonna bore us?
I am not.
I needed an app.
What I'm going to say is the Chelsea game was a bore.
Yes.
They played Paris Saint-Germain, which I like Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not a big French league fan, but there's a few teams I like to watch. Paris Saint-Germain is one of them.
Yep.
I like Lyon.
I watched a little bit of them last year, and actually there was good football. I mean, they were good soccer. It was fun to watch.
They didn't do as great as they were hoping to, but league-wise. I also like Marseille, and I'll admit it, I'm a Charlie Davies fan a little bit. Don't hate me. But Schalke as well, even though Charlie's not there anymore. So that was a 1-1 bore fest throughout most of the game. Other games, AC Roma, they took on a Polish team, Zagłębie Lubin, which I'm not real familiar with as far as Polish soccer goes, believe it or not. I know a lot of leagues, Polish is not one of them. 4-0, and it was an absolute crushing. I mean, it looked like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just ugly.
Okay. I didn't watch it, so I can't.
Toronto-Liverpool, 1-1. I think this was Liverpool's first game, friendly, coming out of their preseason.
Yep.
They didn't look that great, but they didn't have all their starters out there. I'm happy that Toronto got a point, got a goal.
Yep.
Kept it close.
Yep.
One thing Toronto hasn't had this year has been a defense.
Yes.
And they actually held it to a 1-1 draw, so good on them.
Since we're talking about Liverpool, it's a great. We just had a question come up here. We can answer it now since we're talking about Liverpool.
Sure.
Does anybody know? Has anybody heard if Dempsey to Liverpool is going to happen?
So I read this morning.
Okay.
Since I'm one of these hosts, I can talk about this.
Absolutely.
Fulham has absolutely come out and said Dempsey is not on the table. He is not for sale.
Okay.
We're not buying him.
Okay.
So
I didn't see that. So because my feeling was there's less than a week left basically of the transfer station.
Yeah, about
transfer. And I don't. If it hasn't been done by now,
something
that big.
I mean, Fulham is either fronting really bad because they want a lot of money, or they really want to keep him. Now,
right. Okay.
You got to remember, he was number 4 in Prem Player of the Year last year.
Right. Okay.
As far as voting goes, he's got a solid reputation. I mean, he's doing well. He's scoring goals.
Yep.
Fulham needs somebody to score goals.
They do, right? But I think I would like to see him on Liverpool. I'm not a Liverpool fan by any stretch.
Sure, I can see that.
But I would like to see him on a top tier team because Fulham is kind of a mid tier team, right? Obviously, would that be fair to say? I'm not trying to offend anybody, but
so we'll say top 6, yeah.
Who, Fulham?
No, Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. They're top six.
Yeah,
and Fulham is more like a mid 6.
Yeah, I'd put them. Yeah,
like 10ish, 11ish,
10, 9, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so to see him jump up there and have that opportunity, I think there's a good possibility that they jump up from a 5-6 team maybe to a 3-4 team.
Yeah,
with somebody like him. I'm not saying just him.
Well, I mean, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at U.S. players that have done that.
Okay. Eddie Johnson, he did great over in Europe, didn't he?
He wasn't in a top 16, was he? No. Let's just take a look at real quick about Timmy Howard. Timmy Howard is a great example of this, in my opinion.
Yep.
American keeper came out, high praise, went to Manchester United, got a couple of starts, got a bunch of starts actually, did fairly well, but he was bouncing around with one of the best teams in the league.
Exactly.
So here you are jockeying for position all the time, and it's hard to get a foothold.
Yep. Fair enough.
Dempsey can take Fulham to that top tier team. And if he can do that, that's going to solidify his legend or his legacy as an American footballer in England.
Yep, fair enough. Okay. All right, so moving on then, I guess we'll come back to that, though. If you guys want to talk more about it, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk questions and answers. We'll talk a little bit more about your stuff up there. We're going to go ahead and talk
USOC.
U.S. Open Cup. We're 2 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out.
If you talk for a minute, I can give you the exact time.
So we're about,
fill some time.
Well, we're about 3 weeks out, just shy of 3 weeks of the U.S. Open Cup.
Adam and Brian and I are leaving in 14 days, 19 hours, 52 minutes, and 40 seconds. We're hoping to get Lee to come on that.
That could happen. We're still.
We're negotiating.
Like I said, if I'm coming in hot.
I know.
So
right. 15 days, 21 hours, 53 minutes.
So just
from now,
just over half a month. Okay.
Yes. All right.
U.S. Open Cup. Brian, Endless Revolt. Of course, he's not watching right now. He'll probably yell at us later.
Yep.
Adam C. Smith and Erin here, all going to Kansas City. Apparently, they rented a convertible.
Yes, we will have a convertible.
So
we will have a lot of fun in Kansas City, with or without you. more fun without you. But if you still come, we'll still have fun.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
but I mean, we're welcoming you. We're welcoming you with
I
us.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You know,
We want you to come, but if not, we'll have a good time without you anyways.
you're an asshole.
I know.
Anyway, so that's coming up.
We're excited about that.
Everybody's excited. We've got a CCL game before that though.
We do.
We have
on August 2nd.
We have LA before
Galaxy
that
on the 5th.
at home.
Yep.
Then
and
we
then
come-
this weekend we have Colorado.
And then this weekend.
Well,
no, we're not Colorado. Do we
Not this weekend. Oh no, this weekend. Yeah, this Saturday.
away, right?
Away.
Yeah.
Away, Colorado. Yeah.
We'll be here at the Berliner Pub,
We will be here at the Berliner Pub.
watching the game, and you're always welcome to come down.
Yep.
Dennis and Lydia, great people. But we're going to go ahead and transition off soccer for a little while. Oh no, we got
we're
one
not.
more soccer topic.
One more topic. So one other thing is, obviously we're here because you guys all watched us during the U.S. Open Cup down in San Francisco. We've talked about that every week, so I figured we might as well mention it one more time.
What? Where were we?
We were in San Francisco.
That's right.
San Jose. Remember that game?
I do. At K's-R Stadium.
Big question mark.
It was. Well, not from our feed.
Not from our feed. Our feed was little blue Super Saiyan dots that were running all around. Their feed was the question mark.
Hey, it's better than nothing, right?
True.
They had great audio.
They did have awesome audio. Our audio is better, I heard, though. But that's just my own, what I've heard. So we started this little podcasting thing for fun. It was something we wanted to do before. We had talked about it loosely. Lee had his inkling of doing a music one. I like to talk, those of you that know me. So it's hard for me to shut up and not talk. And then Adam, of course, we all know Adam. He's the same way.
Yeah, we can't get him to shut up ever.
This is why this is the most you and I have talked.
I know.
So far.
I know.
But a week or two ago, Black Army 1850, as I believe their Twitter as well. Yeah, Brad, but I actually do talk a little bit, just a little bit. Black Army 1850, and I'll get their exact handle and tweet it out later. They had a tweet from the official Chivas web or Twitter account saying, if you can't come to the game, make sure you check out their Ustream channel for live feed. And I thought they meant like they actually did a live feed of the game.
Right.
What they actually do, though, and what we're going to do at the U.S. Open Cup, which is why I want to talk about these two one right after each other, it's a pre-game show, kind of a little bit of talk, a little bit of the pre-funk. It's in the parking lots at a bar, what have you. Then maybe a little bit of shot, not of the game necessarily, because we expect it to be on Fox, but of the supporters, chanting, cheering, etc. A quick halftime update if possible, and then a post-game show. So anyways, check them out, even if you're
From
not a
a
fan.
bar.
From a bar.
From a bar.
Yeah, we'll say from a bar.
From a bar.
From a bar. But I'm not a huge Chivas fan. I do like James Riley. But I like that and I respect that. And that's one of the things that what I love about the traveling and the visiting visiting the opponents is that like I've
You just
met
call Chivas foreign?
I did.
Wow.
I've met
That's racist.
No.
That's racist.
And that's not racist. In Dallas, I got to meet the Inferno guys down there. I met these guys over Twitter. But anyways, in New York, same thing. Meeting the away supporters are fun. The ones that are good, anyways.
They can be.
Not San Jose fans. They're not on my list. But I enjoy that. A good rivalry, a good group. Anyways, so.
I know. I've got people that I follow on the Bar Bravo in DC and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So
It's
I agree.
just-
There's no pillow fight club, Brasbit. You shush.
Pillow
You
Fight
shush right
Club.
now.
Did you have a camera in our room in San Francisco, Brasbit?
You might have.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah. So, okay. Now, I think that is the end of...
That's the end of soccer talk for a few minutes.
So, hold on just a minute here. We're going to do a quick transition. And we're back.
That happened.
It did. It happened right there. And
You like
we're
that,
gonna
huh, don't you?
Yeah, it was kind of fun. We're getting a little high-tech. Each week, we're getting a little bit better. We have a little wider screen.
All right, so I just want to throw this out there now
Go
that we've
for it.
kind of transitioned into not so much soccer talk. Some of you guys may know that are watching this. Some of you guys may want to actually come out and figure this stuff out. But every week, or we try to put together a trivia team every week.
Yes.
So we go to not the Berliner, a Terrible Beauty, which is also here in Renton, about 2 blocks away. They do a great trivia. They also have a great grilled cheese sandwich. that a lot of rats happen to enjoy.
Which very high calorie content, so I can't
It
eat
is
it.
very high calorie
I won't be able
content.
to eat it.
I like Terrible Beauty. Their portions tend to be fairly good. That's why I'm fat.
Large.
But I did have their chicken strips the other day. Not so good.
Really?
Not happy with them.
Interesting.
Not happy with them. But anyway,
Maybe that's why you guys did well, though. Because you
Could
were,
be.
Yeah, because you didn't
Maybe
eat
I
all
was
the food.
hungry.
Uh-huh.
I was hungry. I was hungry for the win.
You were.
But anyway, we came out and we kicked the shit out of every team that was there.
Yeah, you did.
Not even by a little bit, by a lot. Now, we actually went into the end of the first round with.
You guys were down by about 4 or 5 points, from what I recall.
We weren't down by much.
19 by 23, I believe. So 4 points.
No. We had much more than that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You guys had 28 was the highest, and 23 was what you had, I think. I think we were down by 4 or 5.
We had 37. It was a 40-point round.
Was it really?
Yes, because it was
Okay, I'm wrong. Never mind.
10-pound pitchers, 10 points pitchers,
Yes.
10 points for the first round of Olympic stuff, which had a 5-point question.
Okay.
And then there was the music, which was 2 points per question. So it was actually. So anyway, we walked out of there at 39 in the first, which
Okay.
was second or third.
Yeah. It was lower than first. I know
It
that
was
much.
lower than first. We were not in first place.
I wasn't there. I just remember watching the tweets come in.
And so we thought we were doing pretty good. We were walking to the next section, which is about robots. Now, believe it or not, we're pretty geeky. We don't know shit about robots when it comes to sitcom TV. Because apparently that was what it was about. It was sitcom TV robots.
Okay.
A lot of stuff I'd never heard of. Yes, Browsbit, sitcom TV robots.
Yeah.
We did that round. We had random trivia, and then there was another round which I can't really remember. All I remember is we walked out of there, and it was like, oh my God, really? Really?
Yeah.
They were sitting there reading off the points. It was like one team had 21 points, and we had 64 and a half. 64 and a half. It was amazing. We are having a good time. They're sitting there reading off the scores. And then they got to this team that we know. It's something about leprechauns. The leprechaun made me do it. And they came in at 6th place. And it was like they came in at 6th place with like 49 points. And we were like, holy shit, we're deep. And so then it was another one, Beer Makes You Smarter. Came in right above that in 5th place. And it was like they had 51 points. We're like, no way. And then they kept reading off. And then there was a drink off for 3rd place at 54 points. And then 2nd place was 58 points. And then 1st place, 64 and a half points to the champions. All hail the stash.
Absolutely.
48.
All hell the staff.
And then our mid game changed because we actually changed up our name at halftime, so no one gets us confused. We actually changed it to 40 seconds to
48 seconds to
glory.
glory.
Yeah.
48 seconds to glory. So
Thank you.
It was a Roger week, truly.
And it was awesome. So we actually have. Hang on, let me pull it out here.
Oh, do you have a gift card?
Yeah.
Excellent. He's going to pull it out here. So we will be there Thursday night. I think at 7:30 is the start time. Usually we get there around 7. If you're interested, tweet us. There you go. It says something. First place, $25 gift card.
Yeah, we did win. We have it right here. So fireball shots for everybody.
All right, I'll be there. I'll partake in the winnings, even though I didn't help win.
Oh, you were there. You were there in spirit.
I was there in spirit. I was having a little bit of a down moment. Debbie Downer.
Yeah, apparently you were pulling an Adam C. Smith on us.
I was pulling an Adam C. Smith on you. So I was a little bit tired. As you guys all know, I'm doing my calorie counting, and I was having a struggle.
No, they don't know that because we haven't talked about it. That's a subject for next week.
Okay, well, those who follow me on Twitter know that.
Well, some of us, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll talk about that next week.
So moving on, we were going to talk about gadgets this week.
But first, hold on. Now we're going to talk about TV shows.
TV shows and what we're watching.
Yes. Go for it.
So basically, we like to talk about some of the things that we're doing and what's going on out there. It's kind of funny because Adam's not here, but Adam's only watching one TV show right now. So
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Which I'm a season behind on Breaking Bad myself.
I'm a couple
finishing season 4.
Good.
I think it's one of the best shows out there on TV. I mean, AMC in general is, to me, producing some of the best shows on TV.
Yeah, sure.
Period.
Totally.
The Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, and then one of my new favorite shows. Have you seen Small Town Security?
I have not, but that is actually something. If it's
Small Town Security, you have to watch it. I thought it was a scripted, make-believe show. It is not. It's a reality show, and it is hilarious.
No, Real Housewives are not on the list.
Yeah, we're not watching Real Housewives. Oh, you guys don't have AMC right now?
No.
What are you on for your
Dish.
Oh, you're one of the fools that has Dish.
Fools, really?
Yes.
Really? Fools?
Do you have AMC?
Not at this moment.
Exactly.
Hey,
Fools. Fools.
you know what? The great thing about AMC is they release their stuff fairly quickly.
With a capital F.
And you know what? It's also on Amazon Prime, so if I wanted to get it, I'd get it on Amazon
Well, then
Prime.
do that then.
Maybe
Stop
I will.
bitching.
Now that I've got your recommendation.
Yes, it is a great show. It's awful.
Actually, I have your recommendation here twice.
Oh, did I put it twice?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I
you
put it
did.
there twice in the notes. Get this that good.
It's that good?
It's
Okay,
that
we'll put it on the list. No, not AMC movie classics, Brass Bits.
All right. So the other, so my favorite shows right now are the Newsroom, which if you haven't watched the Newsroom,
Oh my God.
I never watched West Wing.
Me either.
I didn't watch West Wing.
Nope.
But Newsroom is phenomenal. I stayed up late again last night watching the newest episode. It is.
I'm hooked on the show. The wife is hooked on the show.
Yeah.
It is probably one of the best scripted shows I've seen on HBO ever. In
Yeah.
the first season.
Yes.
HBO
Well, it's
is-
already been picked up for season 2.
Yeah.
So-
HBO does a really good job of producing shows. This is one of those shows where they do drop the occasional F-bomb, but it wasn't like Deadwood where every other word was an F-bomb.
I never watched Deadwood.
Oh my God.
I wanted to, but
Oh
I
my
never
God. I'll let you borrow the first season.
did. Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
It's not like The Sopranos where they're killing people every week.
And that's another show I've never watched.
It's
Never.
You know, it's not like Curb Your Enthusiasm, which has a lot of humor.
Yeah.
It is. The
Well, no,
Newsroom-
I just started watching True Blood on HBO as well.
Yeah, that's gratuitous fucking in blood.
Exactly. But I just started that. It's good.
Sure,
I like it.
gratuitous fucking in blood.
Exactly. Which is, I mean, how do you go wrong with that?
What's there for not guys to like? Oh, there's a story too, apparently.
I didn't see one,
I
but it was pretty good though.
I heard it
Good
comes through in
story.
the second season.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll wait for the second season then.
No, but Newsroom is phenomenal. I don't know who any of the actors or actresses are. I don't really care. Go find it.
Jeff Daniels
Jeff Daniels, yeah.
is the lead newscaster.
I don't know who Mackenzie is.
Sam Watterson, who's the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy. Yeah.
He was on LA, not LA. How about whatever that other
Yeah.
show was?
There's a couple cute
Law
girls
and
in there.
Order.
I like the girl, the economist. She's
Yes.
smoking.
She
She's
is cute.
smoking hot.
Yeah, she is.
Wife, turn off the TV.
It's a great show, though. I highly recommend it.
Totally.
Breaking Bad, we talked about. And then I'm a reality TV fan in some regards.
In some regards.
Not Real Housewives. Not all this other crap. The ones I'm watching, Hell's Kitchen. I like Gordon Ramsay, so I'm watching Hell's Kitchen.
Are you shit? Never mind.
No,
We'll get
I'm
to
not.
that. No. I just.
Oh, yeah, yeah. My Spotify list coming up later. You're going to
Oh, my
love
God.
it. It is awesome. And then Xfinity. So Xfinity, I'm on Comcast. Xfinity, I can watch the whole season, basically catch up.
Yeah.
Right at once, so
On
I like
demand.
that on demand.
Yeah.
So when I'm sitting at work, I've got a dual monitor on my laptop. I'll usually run my laptop as a monitor and then work on the other two. So it's great because I can keep one going in the background. The reality TV shows like Big Brother and Hell's Kitchen are
Yeah.
stupid,
Yeah.
but they're great to just watch in the background. So, anyways,
That's fun.
that's my TV shows.
That's fine. It is what it is. So the Newsroom for me. Me and the old lady just got done watching the first season of The Killing.
I've watched the first 2 episodes, and I
Keep
need to keep
going.
going. So
Keep going.
it's a little slow, but I want to keep going.
It's somewhat sappy, but you know what? I actually think it's based in Seattle,
Yeah.
so it's got some cool stuff in it. Give it a try.
Okay.
Some people, you're either going to hate it or love it. I'm a huge Sons of Anarchy fan.
Yeah, I never watched it.
If you actually ever wanted to watch a motorcycle drama with your wife,
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy is it.
Okay.
If you ever wanted to keep your wife in line, also another good training video. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
And Lee's looking for a place to stay tonight if anybody has a room available for him.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Sons of Anarchy is a great show. It has Ron Perlman in it from B movie fame, Hellboy. Maybe you've seen a couple of his other things.
Yep.
Awesome show.
You know the other one that's good is oh crap.
Which one?
Great Justified.
I was just going to point that one out. It's on my list.
Oh, I didn't even see that on your list. That is
Justified.
funny. I should read my own notes here, or his own notes.
So Justified is actually, they're going into their third season
Yes,
now.
I've only watched the first season. Not second
Watch
at all.
it. It's based on a series of books or short stories. Amy will actually put it up in the thing here in a minute, I'm sure. But it's got Timothy Olyphant in it, who was in Deadwood. He was the sheriff in Deadwood. He was also in the Mad Max movie.
Ah, okay.
He was actually Mad Max Shavehead.
Yep.
Phenomenal show. It's got a great cast of characters. It's based in Kentucky, so kind of awesome. And my next show there, going next, is I love anything that's on Discovery.
Yeah.
Or History Channel, or Velocity, or...
Yeah, those are great. Absolutely.
So, Orange County Choppers, I guess I should say I do own a motorcycle.
Elmore Leonard, book Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the Hole. There you go. Fire. There we go.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Fire in the Hole, Elmore Leonard. Go read his stuff. So, that's where I am on TV. Duck Dynasty, best reality show on TV.
I agree. Duck Dynasty's hilarious. I mean, Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars is great.
Storage Wars, all that crap is
Storage
good.
Wars is great. I just like Brandon's boobies.
Yeah. Don't watch anything on, what is that channel? Not Spike. Spike's fine. There's another channel that has all these reality shows like Lizard Lick Towing and all that crap.
Dude,
that
don't even talk
okay.
bad about Lizard Lick. You're talking about True TV.
True TV. True TV sucks ass. It's awful. It is horrible. Lizard Lick's okay, but they have that Miami Tow show. They have a Storage Hunters. It's crap. Don't even.
Well, they do have two great shows on there. Hardcore Pawn.
Which, that one's okay. I'll agree, that one's okay.
And Lizard Lick Towing.
But the rest
if
of it...
you cannot laugh at Lizard Lick Towing, you are not enjoying your life.
But it's scripted.
Yes, it's
reality.
scripted. Of course it's scripted.
Anyways, okay. So that is going to end TV, so wait for it.
Bam! And we're back!
Thank you for waiting through that long break. Now we're going to talk briefly about music. And I'm going to start because my music list this week...
I'm fucking appalled.
...is awesome.
Fucking appalled.
So I want to start with... First, I missed Diego's Umbrella this weekend. SRS Skank, Sarah out of Yakima, is also a Rats member, is a big fan of Diego's Umbrella. It turned me on to it. If you haven't looked up Diego's Umbrella, you gotta look up Diego's Umbrella. They call themselves Gypsy Rock, I think. It is phenomenal, and I'm kicking myself for not going Saturday night to watch that. But, so, last week, or for a long time, I get made fun of for a lot of reasons, but one of them is Spotify. I hooked it up to Facebook, which was stupid. I'm friends with Lee on Facebook for some stupid reason, so he would give me crap about what I listened to.
Holy shit.
Last week...
When you see this playlist, you're going to cry.
Last week, he gave me a hard time, it turns out, because I was random. He actually liked 99% of the songs, but it was random. So this week I thought, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take random to another level. And make it stuff that is sure to be crap.
Dude, this is not even right. Let me just go ahead and say this. He's going to post this later.
No, I'm going to post it, and I'll post the link. I did last week as well. I had like 6 or 7 people actually go to my Spotify playlist and play it.
I'm going to go ahead and start with the end because it makes me laugh.
Oh, this is the best song ever. I had long hair in high school. Does that help understand this?
No, it doesn't, because I also
I had pigtails. And
okay, now that helps.
Yes.
Okay, now we're talking.
Okay, Mickey.
Tony Basil, Mickey
is one of the best songs
and
ever
then
made.
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley's never going to get up.
Really? You going to Rickroll me?
Absolutely.
Wow. Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls, which I actually really like.
It's a great song.
The Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, which is absolutely their worst song ever.
I know, that's why I put it on there.
Guns N' Roses, Knocking on Heaven's Door,
also their worst song.
God Christ. I mean, that is the Blue Album, which I will give mad props to the Blue Album.
Yes.
But Civil War is a much better slow song.
I agree.
Garbage, Only Happy When It Rains. Really?
Yeah, Garbage. You don't like Garbage?
That's a McMoody song right there.
Oh, a McMoody song. Speaking of which, we haven't seen McMoody in a while.
No, he's in Montana.
I know he is.
I think he's back tomorrow.
On vacation.
Duran Duran, A View to a Kill.
Bond movie? Bond, hello?
No, I'm not giving you that one. No,
dude,
that's just shit.
Christopher Walken.
That's
Christopher
shit.
Walken's in
that's
that movie.
Shit.
No, it's not. Duran Duran.
That is
good.
shit. The Doors, Riders on the Storm.
Knocking on Doors originally.
Riders on the Storm does not go in this playlist at all. What is wrong with you? Yes, we do. Yes, Firebolt Ames. We know that it's
the Bloodhound Gang, The Bad Touch,
which is an awesome disc. I have the entire thing.
Me too.
I love it all. Chasing Lane is my favorite song ever. It's also one of my favorite porn songs.
One of my favorite song is
what?
The Lap Dance is so much better
when a stripper is crying. I agree.
Yeah. I played that for my boss on a road trip.
Yeah.
He was crying, laughing.
Which is also the best song on that disc.
Beastie Boys, Sabotage. It's
not
a
my
great
favorite.
song.
Okay.
It's a great band.
Aqua, Barbie Girl.
Barbie Girl.
Okay, that's kind of a guilty
got
pleasure
to
of mine.
put Ace of Base on here too. I should have put Ace of Base
No,
on
you
here.
save that. You
Yeah.
save that for next week.
And then Aha, Take On Me. Anyways,
Take on
they have a commercial, but
me.
so
Take
something will
on me. The recording won't have commercials.
all right. Adam is not here, and I promised him that I would help him out. His favorite Marcy Playground song is Sex and Candy.
Sex and Candy.
That's the only song he likes from Marcy Playground. Actually, he's got a review coming of the Marcy Playground CD that just came out last week.
And if we don't talk about them every show for the next 45 days.
Yeah, no, the next 22 weeks are set.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He's got a track review for the next
every
22 weeks.
So, with that said, I'll hand over my awesome music taste now to Lee's sub-awesome music taste. Lee?
All right, so I want to go ahead and do a
Follow
quick
that
review. Yeah, I don't know if I can follow that up. There's a new band out there, not new, but they're relatively new. They just had their CD come out back on April 3rd, 2012. It's the Lumineers, their self-titled album. It actually came out in 2008. It's been re-released. Peaked on number 17 on the Billboard 200. It's if you like Mumford & Sons, it's a lot like Mumford & Sons. If you like alt country / folk rock / Americana / slow down or chill out kind of music.
Yep.
It's definitely in the vein of Mumford & Sons. It's a really good disc. You can get it on Amazon right now for anywhere between $3.99 and $7.
Oh, wow.
It's a great pickup.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 12 song disc, so it's a full length disc. They are out on tour right now. So you might be able to catch them at one of the festivals. I don't know. I think they were at Sasquatch, but so you might be able to catch them at one of the other festivals, whether it be Bonnaroo, because I know you're all in, wherever Bonnaroo is. And I don't believe they were at the Capitol Hill Block Party this weekend, but they have a lot of cool songs. Flower in Your Hair, Submarines, Dead Sea, Hey Ho, probably is one of their biggest tracks right now. And they have a song called Flapper Girl. And anytime you can, go back and appreciate, girls from the 1920s, why don't you? Why don't you, I say?
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
So they are from Denver, Colorado. So they're probably potheads. I don't know. But check them out. Lumineers, 2012, self-titled CD on Amazon right now. Get you some.
I believe we have Rave Green Loyal in here.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, from California.
California.
Welcome in and joining us.
Oh, what's the next topic?
All right, well, our next topic is, hold on a second here. It's coming up after the break.
What if I have to pee?
All right.
Can you have a diet try for like 45 seconds?
Oh,
hey guys, we're back.
We're back. I'm sure you missed us. So I think at this point, we are wrapping up our general topics.
Q&A.
It's time to move into some Q&A.
You assemble some Q&A. I'll be right back.
I'm going to assemble some Q&A by myself. I'm losing out on one of my compatriots here.
Just sit there and look pretty funny.
I'm going to sit here and look pretty, I've been told. All right, so we have had a couple questions come in throughout the week. I've sent it out there today as well. And if you guys have any questions, now would be a great time to ask away. We have been asked to do a prediction all by myself. I'm not going to sing all by myself. I could, but you probably don't want me to sing all by myself because I don't think that would be very fun. But we've been asked to have a prediction. So before we leave today, we're going to do a prediction for the Colorado match that's coming up on Saturday evening. Again, we'll be here at the Berliner for the Rats in Renton. If you want to join us, feel free. I'm sure there are other viewing opportunities as well. I haven't really looked where everyone's going, but you can find those yourself, I am sure, very easily. We have also been asked that some of the fans want to be able to call in, similar to one of our idols, our amazing friends over at Nos Ariates. They do a call-in now. We've set up a call-in number, which we will broadcast later, so if you want to ask questions there. And we have also set it up where hopefully next week, if not the following week, we are going to start having guests on the show. The first guests next week are going to talk about the Academy and or youth program and how that's going forward. And we've set it up so that no matter where they are or we are, we can do Skype in. So if you want to do a Skype live question and have yourself broadcast with with us live, we'll do that as well. So we'll do some post and tweet this week about that. So with that said,
question time.
We have a question coming in here from Brasbit. One of the oft-discussed rumors is Flacco being loaned out to make way for a potential new DP and then coming back next year with one of our DPs restructured to non-DP status. Thoughts?
My thought is he came out today and said, when it happens, piss off.
Right. While we've been sitting here, I've seen a couple tweets come in saying that supposedly Wednesday or Thursday, that was on the radio show down there in Columbia. If the perfect world happens, Flacco goes on loan for the next 3 months, which is actually a year, but so I guess not 3 months of the season here, 3 months of next season, next year, 4 months. So basically, he comes back next midsummer and plays for us. He comes back as a non-DP in theory because his contract was already bought down in the earlier this offseason, so that he comes back not being a DP next year. So we bring in the Verdu or the Tiefers. If we bring in one of those guys, then we're in good shape and moving forward. We can't let him go without having somebody else to come into place. Agreed?
No, we can't. We can't lose him right now. I mean, if we're going to lose him, we need to pick up a DP level player, whether we pay him as a DP or we do some creative financing. I don't really care.
No.
But we can't lose Flacco. I mean, Flacco is on fire right now. So.
Yeah. No, this is his way he runs, right? He runs in his hot and cold streaks. But if the perfect world happened, we get one of these big-name DPs from overseas, bring him in, and then Flacco comes back next year and we have him as not a DP, that would be amazing.
Sure.
Agreed?
Could be. I will say yes. I will say yes.
But on the flip side of that coin, is he really going to come back? Are we really going to be able to bring him back next year? I don't know.
That's my problem is if he goes to Deportivo Cali and gets on fire, he's going to have a ton of people in South America looking at him.
Right.
So,
well, then we get more money for him, too, then, if we trade him out.
Or we lose somebody in their prime.
Correct. I hear you. All right, we have another question here from Brasbit. Thank you again for another question. New York is bringing in a player for $1 million. Already have 3 DPs. What the fuck? Now, I thought they only had 2 DPs. Henry and Marquez.
His name is Henry.
Whatever, Henry.
He's French.
Henry. Mr. Henry. No, Henry. You know me. I like to mispronounce names all the time.
I know you do it well. Actually.
That's my stick.
It is your shtick. It is your stick. Yeah. No. So.
But now, did Seba come over as a
no? Seba
DP?
didn't. I don't believe he came over as a DP.
I didn't think so either.
I think they only have 2 DPs right now.
That's what I thought too. So
but even for $1 million, I mean, right now, New York has been trading for allocation money, trading. They haven't been trading for draft spots. They haven't been trading for They've been trading for allocation money specifically to be able to do this type of stuff.
Yep.
It's the same thing that LA does. It's what big teams do.
Yep.
We've done it.
Yes.
I mean, we've moved allocation money around. We're doing it's all creative financing.
I agree. It's at some point, and I think Gerber. I'm not a big fan of him. Gerber, whatever. Gerber,
the baby.
Gerber, baby. I'm not a big fan of Gerber. Myself. I think he has brought the league to a certain point, and without him, it would have been tough. I think he's done amazing. I've heard some good arguments from some of the smarter folks in the community than I am when it comes to soccer. He has definitely brought things along. I think there's a point when it comes that he may be overstaying his welcome. I'm not a big fan of what he's doing. I'm not a big fan of the MLS as far as the organization goes. To be fair, I'm also not a big fan of MLS or Major League Baseball, Bud Selig, those guys. I don't think they've done a lot to really make things all that much better. But this idea that you can have a New York or an LA or even a Seattle and you change the rules just because of them for one thing, it starts to get a little old after a while. Because then everyone expects it. Everyone looks at it and laughs. And I want that to go away, personally.
Well, my whole thing with MLS is, as a whole, in general, is the disrespect. The further you get away from New York City, and this is my take on the world, because I fucking hate New York City as a whole. I know everybody else loves them and yada yada blah blah blah, but I hate New York City because they think they revolve around themselves. I mean, Cosmos back in the picture, possibly putting in a team in someplace in the boroughs. What's that mean to MLS? Not a goddamn thing. I mean, seriously.
I don't understand the desire to put another team in New York. They can't draw. I understand that Red Bulls are in New Jersey.
38,000 people for Chelsea
in Yankee
Paris
Stadium.
Saint-Germain in Yankee Stadium.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it.
38,000.
Doesn't make any sense.
We draw 36.5 to a home game on a Wednesday.
39. Oh wait, to the Chelsea game?
Just a home game. Just a regular.
39.5
on a Wednesday.
39.5 now.
Sure. So we do that. We do that on a Wednesday, on a weekday for a normal league game.
Right.
So it pisses me off that you get a city. Blah blah blah. That's a good question. We'll get to that in just a second.
Yes. But before we answer that question, we were asked to do a Colorado prediction. Who is going to win in Colorado?
Sounders.
Okay. What's the score?
3-1.
Who's going to score?
Eddie Montero.
Montero with a brace and Eddie with one. Okay.
Yeah.
And for assists?
Rosales, Montero, Johansson.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so 3-1 is his guess. I'm going to say it's going to be 2-0.
Okay.
And I tend to think Montero to assist to Montero. I like that, Brasbit. Montero to Montero with the assist by himself. I also think it's going to be Montero, and I am rather aggressively hoping that Mr. Cordell Cato will get in the game and also score a late goal as well. So 2-0 over the red-headed ginger and Mr. Connor Casey, one of my favorite players in the league.
Oh, and our favorite, Brian Mullen.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Did he play for Colorado?
Used to.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he did or not anymore. So 2-0, 3-1. That's the impression here.
Oh,
because I believe Gaspernian's back.
I believe Gaspernian's back as well.
And it's going to create a better back line.
Yep.
I think we're going to have a better holding mid, and we're going to score more.
So I agree. So next question was, who's going to win the U.S. Open Cup?
If you called me right now, my ringtone would tell you who's going to win.
I think both of us are in full agreement.
We're going to win the U.S. Open Cup.
We are going to win the U.S. Open Cup.
We are.
I've got plenty of video to prove it.
Yes, and I have audio too.
We win trophies too.
Yes. It is going to be a tough battle, though, to be honest with you. We're going back there. Well, Lee's hopefully going back there. And it is going to be hot. It is going to be 95, 96 degrees, hot, ugly, humid, gross. So
Barbecue,
though. It's going to be a tough game. I still think we're going to win 2-1.
Wow.
I think it's going to be 2-1. That's... We'll do a final prediction. We can close it, but right now my gut's telling me 2-1.
We still have time.
We do.
15 days.
Yep. So we'll come back to that, but we definitely feel that the Sounders are going to win. That's not bravado, etc. They just are a team on a mission.
They are, but they have their gaps. So.
And we have a 2-1 with EJ and Montero scoring.
All right.
From a viewer.
I'm good with that.
So
the only thing I have with that is possible Montero on the field, number of internationals.
No, we don't have a problem with that. Because the green cards and everything, we don't have a problem with that.
Montero's got his green card now?
Whatever, I don't know if I think he does.
All right, awesome.
But we don't have a problem with that.
Cool.
So I agree with you, Brasbit. So here's another comment. And then I think we're probably wrapping up unless you have any last minute questions. Personally, it's from Brasbit. Personally, I think the guys thrive on crowded schedules for about a month and a half. Unfortunately, the players are a week or two after the air starts to let out. And I tend to agree. I did some crunching of numbers on a pivot table.
What the hell is it with you and pivot tables?
I like pivot tables.
Fucking Excel is the devil, sir.
I like Excel. next week I will bring that up and talk about that, the crowded schedule and how well we've done when it comes to certain days of played with rest between.
Sure.
I'll bring that up next week. So, with that said, we are going to sign off. We're going to say thank you very much.
Hang on.
Oh, no. Sorry,
You have another question.
What?
Here we go, home stretch.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Scranton. I missed that. I apologize.
So we do have a upcoming home stretch coming up with CONCACAF MLS play, Open Cup MLS play, CONCACAF.
Yes.
I think we're going to have to look at this like we did in the beginning of the season, when it was MLS play, CONCACAF, Open Cup, MLS play, Open Cup, Open Cup.
Yep.
We're going on a stretch. We need to be deep.
Yep.
Spurny needs to come back to make this happen.
Yep.
He needs to be there. He needs to be in the lineup. Eddie Johnson, Freddie Montero, and Mauro Rosales need to be in the lineup.
Yep.
They need to be scoring goals.
Yep.
Patiani, Hurtado, Jeff Park have to be able to roll out. They have to be able to switch out that central defender position. They have to be able to play. They have to be able to pick their goals. To, whatever it is, they've got to do it. Johansson has to stay healthy.
Yep.
Has to stay healthy. Birch has to stay healthy.
I mean, in order to go well through this stretch, we have to be healthy.
We do.
I mean, we have to be healthy because I do believe that we actually have a good depth on our team, but it needs to be healthy to be strong, to be able to go.
Right now,
we were up against the wall.
Look at where our depth is right now. Our depth right now is with Rose and Kasky. That's where our depth is. It's not with Johansson. It's not with. I mean.
Right, but he's been hurt. So who have we had back there? We've had a whole bunch of.
I don't know who was back there. I don't think we had anybody.
Scott.
I think we were playing 10 players, weren't we?
No, we're playing Scott. But
Scott's getting tired. He's old.
I like Scott, but yeah, he's not.
I like him too. He's a great guy.
Right.
He's awesome. I'll give him a big fat hug.
Yes. But it's rough. I mean, no matter what, how you look at it, it's rough. So I think the answer is
blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the wind.
I think it's blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
Okay. Well, I still think I'm not that worried about the stretch coming up. I think it's actually we're going to do well, but we have to have healthy. If we're not healthy, then yeah, all bets are off. Which is why a trade might be good.
Yes, we're on new equipment. And it is your end. Hope we're...
Has anyone else had any technical problems with the video?
Hurtado the Beast. Okay, so we all know, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. As a Sounders fan...
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he's right. We're getting a little bit of feedback.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, quit pounding on the table.
On that thing.
Quit pounding on the table.
All right, go ahead.
We all have special players. Hurtado has his games. Jeff Park has his games. Mark Birch has his games. Patrick Ianni has his games. Brad Evans has his games.
I'm not a bit right now. Hurtado is in my doghouse. I'm not a huge fan of Hurtado right now. I don't think he's playing where he could be or where he should be. So to me, Ianni and Park were the two I'd prefer right now playing. But
until Park gets his head wrong again.
Hurtado, yeah, well, exactly. Hurtado's just been a little bit off. I mean, the own goal against Chelsea as well. The own goal in the reserve game earlier this year. He's a step off. He's just not. He hasn't been back to where he used to be. So, all right. With that,
well, last call for questions. You got about 45 seconds. Get them in now or hold your peace.
In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start to wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We enjoy it. The field was crap too. I totally agree for Chelsea. The field was awful.
Before we wrap up, let's go ahead and talk about that field.
Awful. Turf would have been better.
Turf would have been better. We do have one question. I will answer that question after we talk about about turf.
That's the answer right there. The secret of life. 42.
So talking about the turf, I thought the grass that we put in Quest was about $120,000 worth of shit.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that the seams on that grass were causing a lot of people. I mean, it may have caused Brad Evans a couple weeks.
Yeah. So I mean, awful. So bottom line is, I did not a fan of the grass there at all.
Secret of life?
42. Or is that the meaning of life?
That's the meaning of life.
Yeah.
The secret to life is pizza.
Pizza.
If you want to know why, pizza brings everybody together.
Okay.
It's a round thing,
Yep.
so that means there's no corners. That means nobody gets a bigger distribution than somebody else.
Yep.
It tastes good. It's always hot, and it's damn sexy.
There we go.
That's all you're ever looking for.
With that, we're going to end the show for the week. We want to thank you again for watching live, if you're watching live, and or if you're watching unrecorded. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Adam C. Smith will be back here next week.
Yep.
So
and we'll be back next week, 7 a.m. How about 7 p.m.
fuck you.
7 p.m. Monday night from the Berliner again. Like I said, I'm hoping to line up some. We have a guest lined up, maybe two.
Maybe two. We might even have some type of player. Some type of player.
We'll work on that. So, with that said, here's a quick little thing before we go to our normal ending. Thank you guys for watching.
Enjoy.
You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money, you can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch girl, and you're gone too far.
When does he get it?
He doesn't,
Why not?
because he broke the rules.
No rules. We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose the contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing. Good day. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, black and white, oh there. Black and white, black and white, oh there. Black and white, black and white, oh there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, good day, nothing. You lose. Yes, 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 you get nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. Clear as crystal. You lose. Black and white, oh there. Black and white, oh there. Black and white, oh there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum memo bis punitor della castro, etc.
You're a swindler.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
You're a cheat.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
You're a swindler.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
You're a nut.
Good day, nothing. You lose. Yes, good day, nothing. You lose. Yes, good day, nothing. You lose. Yes, good day, nothing. You lose. 37 beep, if I follow static copy. 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 You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? Chocolate. Wrong. You lose. Black and white, oh there. Black and white, oh there. Black and white, oh there. Black and white, oh there.
Mr. Luca?
I said,
Mr. Luca? Mr. Luca? Mr. Luca? Mr. Luca?
good day.
When does he get it?
He doesn't,
Why not?
because he broke the rules.
What rules?